Hello and welcome to CEO.CA, where we're at PDAC 2025, and I'm excited to be joined by Graham Downs, President and CEO of Cascadia Minerals. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you have a newly discovered epithermal gold-silver zone at your Catch property in Yukon. Can you start by telling us about this and maybe showing us an example?
Sure. No, that's great. Thank you for that. Yeah, our Catch project is in central Yukon, just off the highway between Whitehorse and Carmacks. It's actually a copper gold porphyry target, but a lot of times associated with those, you'll have some epithermal a little bit further away from where you're seeing that copper gold porphyry mineralization. And we see that where we've made our discovery at the Spark Zone, a kilometer to the north of Spark. We have discovered the team found a new outcrop, and they sampled this outcrop, and the first sample that came from that was over 1,000 grams gold. I think it was 1,065 grams gold with almost 300 grams silver. So a spectacular number that came out of that outcrop, and I've never seen that kind of gold come from the sample in my career. And we actually, I don't know where I have it. Yeah, I have it here. We actually asked for the lab to see if there's any gold left, because there was so much gold that came from it. So we have leftover gold from one sample. Oh, wow. So it's spectacular.
Yeah.
And then after that, we found a number of other multi-ounce gold samples from Outcrop as well. So yeah, and we're going to be drilling that this year.
It's fantastic. Last year in 2024, you made a discovery and it returned over 1,000 grams per ton of gold.
That's that one. Yeah, exactly.
267 grams of silver.
Yep. So the answer, I think I kind of touched on that, is we are going to be drilling it. We'll be putting in about, we don't know the exact number or meterage or amount of holes yet, but it's probably going to be around four holes plus or minus on that one. And then we're going to be drilling another target to the north, but we'll be drilling that. And I think the big thing to be excited about is that Cascadia is working in what's called the Stikine terrain, which is the same as the Golden Triangle in BC, but up in the Yukon. We've made this copper gold discovery, and the big thing is that there's a lot of mineralization that comes with this on this large property that we're going to be drill testing a number of targets on this year.
What's so exciting about this area of the Yukon, right? A large area, and what is so advantageous for Cascadia?
Well, I think that's a great question, because we're kind of the first movers. So a lot of your viewers will know the Golden Triangle, the Red Chris, these big deposits that are in BC. Well, it wasn't really until recent time, in the last 5 or so years, the Yukon Geological Survey put effort into this and identified that the Stikine terrain goes right up through BC, up through Whitehorse, and right up to Carmacks. And nobody's ever really looked at it. And that's why this project, the Catch, was found, and in an area that had never been explored for. And the amount of mineralization that was on this project just walking around its surface, it's just, you don't see that. But in the Yukon, where it's so underexplored, it just shows you the potential that the Yukon has and what can be found. And that's what we found and we're working on. So it's unique in that we are kind of the first movers working the Stikine terrain in the Yukon, and we've staked a number of lookalike projects that look really promising.
And can you talk a little bit about the pipeline?
Yeah.
How does that look for Cascadia?
We have the Catch, which is a little bit early, but we're drilling on it. We have earlier stage projects, some of these new Stikine projects, where I really invite your viewers to take a look at the Max and the Milner, which are kind of Catch lookalike porphyries right just off the side of the highway, the Klondike Highway. Okay. We also have another epithermal gold project called Rosie, just to the south of those. And then we're really looking into, we have a number of other targets that are unstaked at this time, and we're going to be looking at those this year. So we have a really nice pipeline, with Catch being our most advanced at this time.
And lastly, just to finish up, investors are always looking at how well a company is funded. Can you talk a little bit about the cash position and also your key shareholders?
Sure, absolutely. Well, we're funded for this program. We have well over $2 million, and we anticipate being ready to do a second phase of drilling in 2025. So we can see the visibility on that. And we have some amazing shareholders. I mean, we have Hecla, which is our largest shareholder, Michael Gentili. I think some of your viewers will know Michael, great supporter, and then Barrick Gold. So, we're very fortunate to have great shareholders, and we're looking forward to a really exciting program in 2025.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been great.
Thank you.